Hello Flosstube, I'm Debbie from Australia and I'm here today with my January 2022 cross stitch update. I've lost count the times I have started this video. I'm hoping this is the last time. I have been having lessons from my son. I've had a couple of calls earlier this evening, working out a few extra points. And I'm hoping to be able to put my progress photos in as I go along, so at the end I only have to upload. I'm hoping it's going to be a smooth process, and if not, I will keep practicing and hopefully it will be better next month. Today is the 7th of February. It is 11:30 at night. I've got to get this video done because I need to be able to stitch on some of the projects that are here in the pile ready to show you today. I am going to start with the stats. Sorry, trying to remember what I have and have not said is getting very difficult. January, I was partially on leave. I had days, well, a week and a bit where I was not able to visit my family in Canberra, so I had a lot of stitching time and managed 33,448 stitches for the month in 15 projects. Within those projects I had 3 starts and 2 finishes for the month. I am going to start with my finishes, mainly because of the way I labelled the photos. So I have to do it in that order because I don't know how to sort it. On the 31st of January, I finished the Cryptic Sow by the Witchy Stitcher. I stitched this on 40 count ostrich egg from Azure Designs that I teed and coffee dyed. Before it was white with the green spots. I now consider this monster blood splatter fabric. It has worked out really well, and as you can see, I intend to put it on, mount it on an A4 binder and put patterns in there. I will cover the fabric, I will cover the folder with fabric and then mount the stitching on the fabric as I go. The last 4 that you did not see or that were done this month was the Kraken, Flatwoods Monster, the Death Worm, and finally Bigfoot. The last one, when Bigfoot came out, 3 designs were actually forwarded to give you a choice of which one you wanted to put in the last position, and she also did one for the Cone of Doom, for the big cone of the black you needed. I actually used PR070 from Silks for You for my black. I very much enjoyed it and I am doing another project on it. I also believe there is going to be a companion piece for this, and I'm pretty sure that I'll probably end up doing that as well. On the screens, the progress photo for the cryptics, where I only needed the last 4 that were released in January to finish it. My actual first start for 2022 upside down was Falling Leaves from Mojo Stitches. This is her 3rd Quaker, mini Quaker in her series, and I love it. The autumn colours, the leaves, absolutely beautiful. Sorry for the glare. Little birds, the toadstools, little squirrel over there, and the reindeer. Oops, reindeer up the top. Absolutely have been enjoying these. This is the 3rd one, like I said, and it's the 3rd one I've finished. They're all framed the same and they're all sitting in the same area, and I just love them. Next we have our starts. I tried hard, but I have wanted to start the Cathedral Woods Goddess for quite some time. So, oh, come on, focus, focus, focus. She is beautiful. Mostly, all that brown work is all chronic. 3 different shades of chronic. So I succumbed to the Garon Designer Focus Sale on the 28th of January. And I managed to get all the green stitching done in her skirt. This is on fabric from Silkweavers, and it's called Mookaite Stone. It is 32 count Wexford linen, and I thought all those autumny colours and woody colours would look lovely. I will list the sale below, but I believe it's a Garon Designer Focus. Hashtag Designer Focus. Another sale I fell down the hole on was a free sale from Jeanette Douglas on her blog, and it's called the Mini Bouquet Sale. Just so pretty. I had to start it straight away, and I think in December I received this piece of country mocha, and I have also joined this year a Facebook group called Down Under Divas for Australian Stitches, and we had to do 2,000 stitches on a frame, and that worked out. I got that framework done. I do have a row across here that I had to wait on stitches from. I had all the threads except for those 3 from a stitching time down in Hobart, which I've now received. And with the Down Under Divas, they have a monthly list of tasks, which is about 11,000 stitches for the month. You can do less, there are levels. I'm aiming for 11,000 a month. And then they have fortnightly challenges, 2 fortnightly challenges, and they add up to, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to look. I think it's another 3,000. I think it's 10 lots of, well, again, there are levels. So 10 projects, 300 stitches. So a minimum I'll be getting each month is 18,000. Plus what I need for a stitch-in time to make sure I meet the criteria for the 22,000 in 22 for full coverage fanatics group on Facebook as well. But this sale is absolutely lovely. I started this one on the 3rd of January. That is the first bouquet. The second has been released, but I am actually waiting for the second half of the year for the second challenge, because it's all about love, and the second bunch, which you may see from the progress photo, is made up of hearts. So I'm saving that because it works perfectly into one of the prompts for Down Under Stitches. My New Year New Start was another sale, so let's start with 3 sales for the year, and this is a sale organised by Stitching Mummy on Flosstube. This is the drawn thread sampler of stitches. I've had the patterns for ages, and when Sarah mentioned she was going to start a sale, I said, yep, I'm in. I believe we're going to do a part a month. So January was part 1, which was ABC. I am doing this on 28 count ice blue linen from White Zweigart. There is a button that will go in here, but of course they'll be all put on at the end. All the stitches in each area begin with the actual letter of the alphabet. And then, for example, you've got a crown for C, there'll be a button or a basket for B, and you've got an acorn and the abacus. Isn't that so cute? What a clever idea. For A. I am enjoying this, and I started this, as I said, this is started on New Year, New Start, so it will be finished by the end of September this year, because there are 9 parts. So those are my finishes and my starts. I didn't transition, did I? Yes, I did. I did that one. That's the picture for the sampler of stitches. It's a very nice project. Now we move into the whips. This, like I said, I have done this many times, and I think the first time Darcy had come to visit, so we took up where I could put them, and it got very messy. So bear with me. This is a stitch in time. This is the one I will be doing 22,000 stitches in 2022. Hopefully I'll get double that. I am hoping to, well, I intend to do this again for May. Just do the one project. I'm not going to try and say the word because I can't. I will be doing one project in May. This is a stitch in time by Aimee Stewart. Fell in love with it the minute I saw it, because I was never going to do a HAED. I've actually done a jigsaw puzzle of this project, but instead of saying, well, I've got the puzzle, I don't need to stitch it, it made me go and get it, and it's looking fantastic. Look at the way it is, you know, you can see the buildings outside the window with the lady. It's just amazing. Just amazing. You sit there and you think, oh, you can't see anything. You walk out the room, come back and see it on the stand, and it's just amazing. So that's my before and after, and you can see I just persevered because I really wanted that lady done. I have to do a minimum of 1,853 stitches to make the 22,000 in 2020, but I am trying for a minimum of 2,000 a month to make sure I don't get caught out and, you know, find that I'm not meeting what I need to. This is the first of 3. I had 3, finished 1, and I've still got 3 long dog samplers. This is Anzak. Again, another one I love the minute it came out. I'm doing this on 40 count green that I dyed myself, and that's the way it goes. I got a lot done this month. I got a lot done over here, and I got the little platypus here done. One of the challenges was an animal that was unique to Australia, so I did the little platypus. But I got a lot in the top corner. Luckily I didn't have trouble with the echidna that I believe is a horror. I've got 20 with, I've left this blank. I think I'm going to be able to put a 2 in there and make it 2022, but I decided not to jinx myself. I started this one on the 27th of July 2020, and I'm hoping I might get this done this year. My next project, upside again, obviously I switch my piles. This is B by Lorna Laine, charted by Gecko Rouge. Loved it the minute I saw it on Kelly, Animal Instinct, on Flosstube. Hers is magnificent. I rewarded myself with this one after getting a prize at the local show. I don't take this one out because I go to iron it and I lose my lines. Luckily, most of what I damaged the first time I ironed it is covered now. Again, I got a fair bit done because I had to stitch in yellow in one of the tasks for Down Under Divas. So I've got a lot of the honeycomb done because I've only got background to go now. The bee is finished. It is totally finished. Do tell me down below if I'm not leaving the pictures up long enough. I'm trying. This is the first one time I've managed to do it, and I hope I remember how to do it next month. This is Bellatrix, Bella Filipina. Amanda from Pennington Terrace said, Deb, look. Deb bought. I keep calling her my personal shopper. You'll see why when I get to haul. She knows what I like. And she's pretty good at letting me know things are happening. I have finished all the stitching. Oh, let me move back. All the stitching is done. She is done on 28 count Stormy Skies from Sew It All on Australia. I don't believe they carry definitely not the opal one anymore. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. I bought it as soon as I saw it, but I started her. I couldn't help myself. Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World said she was starting it for her birthday, and I thought, done. I only have beads, and there are thousands of beads. There's beads in the frames, there's beads in her dress, beads in the everything, window, down in all the flowers, but all of the stitching and back stitching is done. I love her face. I did do a slight skin change. I did darken her skin a little bit. She was very pale, and I used a conversion from Lord Liberian on the net, just to darken her slightly with the black hair. Sorry, anyone with headphones, but I just love her and I can't wait to start beading her. Next one, and I finished all my challenges. I thought I haven't touched Christmas Elegance for a while. I only did some. I didn't get much done. I got some done in the... Oh, wait a minute. I whooped already. Nope. That's the pictures. Bellatrix by Bella Filipina. And the sal is Bellatrix Birthday Sal. I think I have to add a few sals onto some of my pictures. But she's beautiful. I just truly love her. I love the fabric. I was very lucky with the trees that the green just hit it in the right spot. Very, very lucky. So yes, now working on doing some on Christmas Elegance. I was working around the presents. There she is. I'm going to be working down the page now. I think I've got the top bit. I like to do the face and that sort of the smallest piece last. So I'll be working now in the bottom section. I can actually move the fabric because the rest of them within the presents are all beads. There are no more stitches in there. So it's going to be very beady. I'll have to check one of them. There's some big spaces there, but that's what it says. So you can see from the picture, I've only been working in the presents, in the present area, and dropping that down a bit. The next project I worked on, like a pumpkin boss, from Minasian Yana on Etsy. I started this as part of the Mirkestikom online stitching retreat in October. He's so cute. He's so cute, and I couldn't help myself. I had to backstitch his head. His little head. There are black, there are white, 1, 2 and 3 strands, all various ones. Still haven't finished the horse's head, but I have got some of the body. The tail is done all bar backstitch, so he's not that far off really. I started him on the 30th of October last year, and he's being done on 36 count Wigs dye work Twilight. The next project I worked on is Merry Christmas from Our Forest Embroidery. I'm doing this with Anne from Mirkestikom Retreat Group. This month it was C with stockings. I'm doing this on the cord 4 fabric, which was 35 count summer khaki. Anne is doing hers on 18 count black, and it looks fantastic. These will be finished pretty much as the photo showed. I started it on the 17th of August 21, and I really need to lift my game a bit. I'll have to put a couple, I've been doing one a month, but might have to do a couple more to make sure they're done by Christmas. Next project. Oh, there he is. Come on, come on. This is Owl by Adriana. I purchased this from Mirkestikom on Etsy. All these stores are listed below. In Australia, you can now get it from Fox Collection. It is a kit. Not all the threads can be converted to DMC because there's a lot of very different browns and so many blends. 5 or 6 blends. He is hard going, but it's got to the stage where I just enjoy him. And look at him. I only have the wing, the final wing to go, and he'll be done. I got the second half of his chest and tail done, and some more up around his left eye, and I now only have the wing to go. And as I move along, I'll be going. I have worked from the tip up in my Q-snap sideways, for the simple fact is I didn't have a frame that would fit the width of him, because you know that's him. I can only just get him in here. That's him, and it's still got another big wing. He's beautiful. He is beautiful. I love his eyes. His eyes sold me. When I saw Anne was doing him, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to go and get him. Now the transition, I keep saying that, didn't hit the button. I had to sort of whoop up the previous one because I only took a photo of his face last time, but you can actually see that I finished the bottom half of his body, some more around the head, and the second half of his tail. So now stitching with him, technically, is all going downhill, down to the smallest point. My second long dog, Templar Prophecy. This was my New Year, New Start for 2020. I really should have got it done. I didn't. It sort of sat there languishing for quite a while. But down under Divas, let me move that minder. He fell off, and when I thought I was finished the first time, I put him back there. I managed to get a whole heap of him done I got more on the variegated thread running up here, and I've got the stitches here because there was something he had. It would have been an animal of some description, but I am enjoying it. PR, the variegated thread over the side here, up the side, and in various parts of the floral stuff in the tree here is PR 161 from Silk So You. And then I am using 317, 318 and 414 to spread it out. I couldn't handle the stripes in the animals, so I decided to put them in the full colours, the unvariegated colours. But I am enjoying it. I don't know if I can get it done this year, but give it a good college try. My last whip is my third Long Dog Samplers, You Belong to Me. I fell in love with this the minute I saw it. I had a false start where I didn't load it properly into Pattern Keeper, but from watching Sunshine Stitches, EJ told everyone how, I believe it's Vicky from Stitch and Button, worked out the fix. I stopped watching. I uploaded it. I was so excited. I took it and the hard copy to work, and during lunchtime I went through and double checked everything, and she is right, it works perfectly. This is where I'm up to currently, but the progress picture will show where I was at the end of January. I find this so easy to do. I am using PR 070 and am just loving it. I had hoped, I still get it wrong, I had hoped to finish the last bit over here, so that sort of sectional panel was done. But for Down Under Divas, again a group for Australian stitches, we have to do 2,000 stitches on a tree. So I'm going to start one of the palm trees, and then in the second half of February, when I'm starting from the 14th of February, which is mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, we will another fortnightly challenge starts, and I believe I'll have enough stitches in that to finish that part if I don't just merely do it when I go along. But I am going to get to start on that side, some of those trees, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more than 2,000 stitches in those trees, and I am loving that. That's just my information sheet for each of them. That was my full start. I didn't unpick it. I'm pretty sure I am going to be able to just flip it over, and that won't interfere. If it does, then I'll frog it later. So those are my whips for January. Like I said, I got a fair bit done. February generally isn't as much. Busy time at work. Went away this weekend to see the children and grandchildren because I hadn't seen them for a while. And yet again, I'm going to pop the last photo in. Trying so hard and I'm still forgetting. So this one actually shows you where I was at the end of January. The rest of that I actually finished in February as part of challenges, but I had to do it because I just didn't get around to the video. So February won't be as productive, but again, there'll be a lot of stitching on a lot of projects to meet the various criteria. Like I said, it's about 11,000 stitches I choose to do the 11,000 stitches for the monthly challenge, and then there'll be 2 lots of 3,000 stitches for the 2 fortnightly stitches. So I do hope to at least make those as we go along. And if I can't fit a stitch in time in those sections and included in those stitches, I also will have 2,000 odd stitches of a stitch in time each month. That's going forward. Now, purchases. Ooh, I wondered why that was going funny. I'm bumping the cord. Okay, I have done a bit of damage this month. Not really, but you know, got a few things. From number 12 Stitch Co. I ordered, and she sent this little D for Debbie needle minder, which is not straight and it'll drive me mad. Here we go. Number 12 Stitch Co. Let's get it off her address. She's on Etsy. Beautiful fabric, beautiful colours. I got a piece of 40 count silvery moon linen, and it is lovely. That is the colour. That is the colour. Lovely neutral colour. It's lovely. And I also got, I saw this from someone's YouTube channel. This is called Decrepit. Isn't it brilliant? Love it. 40 count. I just loved it. So I've got a big piece of it. I don't think it's a standard size yet. No, I got a bigger piece because I thought that won't go straight off. Then she had a pack set up, and it is beautiful. This was a Valentine's pack. Look at it. Thread drops. Little charms on a beautiful, come on, beautiful card. Finishing threads, and then the 4 gorgeous fabrics. What a delight. It was a pleasure to open that. It really was. It was just so beautifully presented. And icing on the cake, you even got a little chocolate heart. So if someone else doesn't leave one on the pillow, I'm covered. Again, those are from number 12 Stitch Co. on Etsy. I believe her name is Nicola. It was beautiful fabrics and beautifully packaged. It was just lovely. Then I had a bit of luck on Stash Unload from Taryn from Teaser Handmaids on Facebook. I was lucky enough to score a piece of 32 count Heroic from Picture This Plus. It's a beautiful fabric. I have got a smaller piece, but with that colouring through it, you can just use it for so many different things. From Mel, Patchy Pony on Flosstube. I got from Rivalis the gingerbread pattern. He's very cute. I also finally got a copy of the instructions how to actually make the sampler book. I do believe these are going to be reprinted and released. I think it's Expo that's coming up, Needlework Expo. But I have wanted this for a long time, so I decided when I saw it, that's it, I'm going to get it. Then I went straight to JK Cross Stitch Supplies on the net, and I got, it's not as bad as it looks because these are like 8x12s, or maybe they are fat ace. I got the fabrics. I got 12 fabrics to do the book. Neutrals. I didn't go airy out there. They're all beiges, browns, and there's one more colour to come, I think. So they were from JK. I also, from Jeanette, I got a piece. I've got Country Mocha, and this is vintage Country Mocha. Mocha. You say mocha. So I've got that now. I can put it in the stash. I was going to, maybe next month. I've been busy at lunchtimes folding my fabrics and getting those drawers behind me up to date and all tidy. Those white drawers here, the first 4 are fabric. The bottom one is various other supplies like staple guns and laminators and the sort. Talking about the personal shopper with Amanda. She said, look at these. And they are DMC numbered stickers. And they are the colours of the actual threads. So if you look at those, 6, 7, 8 and 9, they do match the threads. Beautifully done. Very easy. I use a bodkin to slip off the corner. I'll see if I can get the thread out without being too noisy. So there's sheets and sheets of them. You can't see in my shelves, but further over in that cupboard, I've got 4 sets of DMC. That is because I was stocking up for my retirement, which is coming soon. Well, it's coming. Soon may not be the right word, but it's coming. So I have 1 set on pink bobbins, and I won't change. I love the bobbins. I don't have a problem with them. Each to their own. And on those pink bobbins, DMC bought out for one of their anniversaries beautiful round pink labels. So I have used those on the pink bobbins. The other box are all green bobbins, but I did have excess of the green bobbins. And on the ones on the main copy, I cut the number from the label and I didn't fold it over, so it was cut very small cutout and stuck on the front. But I have been having trouble where I've been putting them aside to come and put them back in the master set, only to find that, you know, they were just an extra one. So the other master set on the green bobbins, which is what these are. I have to be careful because the last time I shot this, I actually threw it in the bin and had to go looking. So they've just got a green tinge to them, and they will have proper labels. So if I do borrow them from this set, there'll be no doubt as to where they are. She also slipped in some stickers that, that you can use for when, you know, colours are substituted. And again, Amanda told me about them and I had to go and get them. And they are from, now let me try this because it didn't work last time. They are from, Orderly Stitching on Etsy. It did take a little while to get there, no fault of her own. You all know the problems we haven't getting anything into Australia, but once it actually finally left the airport, and they got it on the plane, it got here really quick. So I mean, I knew they were coming. I haven't had time to do them all, so I was in no hurry. But I just think the business card's beautiful. So they were lovely. And lastly, I have my monthly threads. These first 3 come from a Stitch in Time down in Tasmania. And all in this down in Tasmania. We have Grape Leaf, Grecian Gold, Green Apple, Green Pasture, Green Tea Leaf, and Green with Envy. And they are what they are. That's the colours they are. Nice lot of threads. And I've been trying to use these ones, yeah, more and more as I'm going along, so I'm getting there. Can't pronounce that first one. Dulce Delice, Dulce Delice, Eve's Leaves, English Ivory, Eringo Green, Eggshell, and Embers. And again, look at that dark green. Are you gonna? It's probably not going to show up. The very dark green doesn't want to play. Come on, come on. There we go. It's a beautiful dark green, that Eringo Emerald. Weeks Dye Works, bit more leery. Starting with the orange over here. Over here we have got Daylily, Dahlia, Daffodil, Cypress, Cyclamen, and Curry. Another nice lot of colours. And the Australian threads I actually get silks from this club, and they're from Colour Streams. Colour Streams. Yes, Colour Streams. They actually provide us each month with a photograph which shows their inspiration for their selection for the month. This month we've got Antique Rose, Cherry Kiss, Poppy, Salt Bush, Sea Mist, and the bonus is this beautiful red finishing ribbon. You get a bonus each month. Beautiful colours. You can see them all in the photo, and it is lovely to see what inspires them to come up with the pictures. So that's been lovely. I have got a couple more items making their way to me, hopefully. I got one lot today, but I'm saving that because it was received in February, so I'll put it in February. Still waiting on stuff from the actual expo last year, so I'm not sure if they just haven't got to Australia or haven't got sent at all. But other than that, been going well. I will. Oh, hello. Come on, say hello. He's wet. It must be raining outside. He's really. No. His little feet are all wet. Really wet. So he's not going to get on the sewing. You're not going to. Or you can stay there for a little while. The last thing I'll show you before I leave is I had a project that I mentioned I wanted to display in an open book, and I had not been able to find a book. So luckily enough, I was able, well, my son told me he could make one for me. Now, I've only placed it there. It's held on by magnets at the moment, but these will fold down and they'll actually frame the piece when I put it in place. He has done it purple. It's bound. It's probably done. You're going to get off if you're going to fill up. And it'll be able to be displayed open as I've always wanted it. I may gold the edges. I've got the gold I can do the edges on. But I'm so looking forward to finishing this. He's put so much work into it, and I really do appreciate it. And I think it will look lovely just sitting there as if, you know, you're browsing through your grimoire and you just left it standing there. So I'm very pleased with that. Like I said, I've only got magnets at the moment holding it in place because I was only able to pick it up from him on Saturday, this last Saturday, when I went up to see the kids and the grandkids. So hopefully you didn't find the transition between the progress photos too jumpy. I do hope to, I did have more photos in there, but they didn't come through. But that's obviously I didn't name them correctly, or I had already uploaded the folder and maybe you can't add them, but it's a learning curve. I'm getting there slowly, but hopefully I only have to add the end notes at the end and I'll be able to upload it tonight. Well, this morning, because it's now 12:25. So I will tidy up here. I may get some stitches in before I go to bed. I could get 300. I could finish another challenge for the divas, but we'll see how we go. So I hope you're all well. Any questions, and like I said, if you don't feel I am leaving the pictures up long enough, please let me know. I will endeavour to improve and making it as seamless as I can. So it's a goodbye from me and Duzzy, who is going to get annoyed because he's going to get put down while I tidy up. And I will see you all next month. Stay safe, and I'll see you next month. Bye.